Hey Scrubbers, it's Vanessa here, and I'm playing along with 30 Days of Sketches, and this is day 29. And so the first thing that I'm going to do here is some stamping for the layout, and you saw the sketch at the beginning of the video. It will pop up here on the screen in just a moment. I have pulled out a few of my older, I think these were My Mind's Eye stamps, I believe, so they're not the best quality, but they work pretty well with this Catherine Pooler ink that I'm using. And I'm just going to stamp out a few of these little images, and I'm going to fussy cut them for the layout that we're going to put together. So once I have that stamping done, I just took one of my stencils from Vicky Boutin, and I have this color in, I believe this is Worn Lipstick from my Distress Oxides, and I have this stencil here, and I'm just going to put a little bit of this ink through the stencil just to add some interest to my background, which I am just starting with this white piece of cardstock, and so it needed to have a little bit of something. I'm not putting as many sort of pattern papers on my background as what the sketch looks like it's calling for, and so I wanted to make sure that I added something to this white cardstock. I am going to also add some of this Glorious Days vibes just to do some splatters. This has a bit of a shimmer to it, and you could use it in place of Heidi Swapp's gold color shine. So I went ahead and set that now off to the side to let the splatters dry, and I'm going to take my photos here and mat them up with these pattern papers. Now, most of these are scraps or 6x6 pattern papers. This is from a kit that I put together at the beginning of January. And so I had pulled these all together, and so when I saw this sketch, I thought I could definitely use all of these pattern papers to create this layout. So I'm going to start here and mat my photos on a couple of the pieces of this pattern paper. I have two mats underneath my photos, and then I've taken this floral paper. I want to say the floral for sure is from I believe a Simple Stories collection. I'm not sure which one, but those are going to be what I use for the banners that the sketch is showing behind the photos. So I definitely just took that, and I was going to use that for these two banners, and they are just cut in half. So this was a 6x6 paper, and so these were cut obviously at the 3-inch mark. So there you see, I've now put those down on my background. So I have the banners and my photos down. I'm keeping pretty simple, pretty much exactly where the photos are in the original sketch. The only thing different is I have two vertical photos instead of one vertical, one horizontal. And now I'm just playing with all the different bits and pieces I have here to the side and building out some clusters. So I have those images that I stamped, and I am going to sort of have almost like a diagonal sort of embellishment, one that hits the top of that second photo and then the bottom of the second photo. So on the right side of that photo, and then I have another cluster that I did go ahead and make a third cluster on the top right of the layout because I felt like it was missing something if I didn't put some sort of embellishment up there, because the title would on the sketch looks like it's almost sort of hitting more toward that right side of the page. I was putting my title right above that top banner, so I knew that I needed to put something to that right. So basically I'm just going through all these different stickers and bits and pieces and kind of just pulling out anything that was keeping towards sort of the pinks, a bit of the greens and the yellows and oranges. There's lots of colors to pull from in this floral paper, and so I had lots of colors to choose from, and so I just went with anything that was pink or purple, or not purple, pink or yellow or orange or green basically. So I like this, it feels very spring and sort of fun and colorful. So I really like how this one turned out. It's a bit of a different layout. I feel like it's kind of a bit of a different take. Instead of just going straight diagonal with the embellishments, I have the sort of a 3 cluster with 2 of the embellishment clusters being on a diagonal, which is kind of fun and different. So I'm just fussing around with the embellishment clusters here. There isn't a whole lot more that happens to this layout. I do add some, I believe I add some enamel dots, and normally I would have cut out most of this gluing down. I usually don't make you watch this, but this video was not actually that long even after I sped it up, and so I just went ahead and left most of this in. It was pretty quick for me to just stick down these different embellishments. So as always, I will have a link, or the links below, to everyone who's playing along with Christy's beautiful life and her 30 days of sketches. It is day 29, so it is almost over. So be sure to check the links below and see everyone else's take on this fun sketch. And so once you see me put down these last few stickers, as I play around with where those butterflies are going to go, I am going to have the still photos here in just a sec. And with that one, guys, we are going to pretty much call this one done. So if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments down below and I will be sure to get back to you. And to all my new subscribers, welcome. I hope you are finding some inspiration. And so with that, here are those few sequins that I do end up adding to the final finishing touches for this layout. And with that, guys, I will catch you on the next one. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.